We are currently on part 1 of the book of the Magic of Eddie Fechter. The Magic of Eddie Fechter. I remember he used to say fechter, like it's fechter, and someone would have told me. Anyways, check out my channel for previous videos and other content, and without further ado, let's jump into the performance of the 2-card revelation. So let's get into the 2-card revelation. Pack of cards here. Just random dollar pack. It's great. Easy pack of cards to use. Card shuffled for a spectator. Mixed up. And we have 2 spectators, one on the right, one left. Imaginarily in this case. And we're going to go across the cards, so they tell me when to stop whenever they like. They say stop. Hopefully you can see this card. Having to perform for the camera, and don't worry, I'm not looking. That'll be the first person's card. And we go to the second spectator. As same as before, tell them when to stop. They say stop. And the second card is chosen. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. And we will we'll mix the cards, give it a cut. And I want to really mix these cards so everything is fair during this trick. Sounds good, sounds good. Here's the main question, because there was no logic in the presentation for it. I want to ask you a question. You go to the spectator to the left. I want to ask you, does this happen to be your card? And they will identify as no. Let me see. I think I'm out of frame. I think I may be out of frame. 1 second. Let me adjust that. Hopefully that made it a little bit better. So anyways, they said no, this was not their card. Okay, and then I go, okay, but was this your card? And you show it to the other spectator, and they will say, no, that was not theirs. Well, do you think this card could be his? And they go, yeah, possibly. You go, is this your card? They go, no. Well, they said it could have been. Or name me both your cards, name it, and watch this. Give a little shake. And you can actually see your cards, the 9 of clubs and the king of spades, have shown up. Thank you. And that is the trick for that. Hope you enjoyed the performance. Now we will go over the first 4 tricks in chronological order from the book, The Magic of Eddie Fechter, and my 1-minute takes and thoughts on each of them, or the tricks. So let's go into it. So now it's time for my review of, and excuse me if I look up, I'm actually looking up at my TV, which is connected. You guys get it. Anyways, we're going to review quickly the first 4 card tricks in The Magic of Eddie Fechter's book. 2-card revelation, 4th down, you would lose, and Eddie stop. For a 2-card revelation, it's a great powerful classic. Lots of byplay interaction, which was during Eddie Fechter's days not to happen too often, but he really wanted to interact with the audience. And I feel 2-card revelation is a great trick with a huge double surprise instantly that you will love in this book. 4th down is a classic. It's a very simple. He doesn't do a lot of dealing, but it's just a slightly dealing trick, and just like doing a putt kind of thing. It's a great, simple, powerful card trick. I loved it too. Just the whole book drives me wild, and it's one of the main sources of my inspiration for all my work. You've got to check this book out. You Would Lose is a great card trick, I believe. Let me make sure I can be correct in this. Let me see. You Would Lose. Eddie's that is 1-4. Yes. So basically I had my own version on this real fast, since I have a little bit of time, where you can actually, this is my improvements to it, you could actually have the aces and you could actually cut them downwards. So instead of his version, he would cut it, he would do a slip cut to cut it up, and then cut out the aces as would be revealed in here. My simple take was, and this is a really cool part, is instead of cutting up, you do it in reverse, which creates a really cool effect. And you can break before each one. You say, okay, I'm going to just I'm going to shuffle the cards. You could be drunk when you're doing it. It makes total sense anyways. I'm going to just cut the cards randomly. I'm going to cut the pack. You can do a swing cut up on the upper half. Swing cut it. And then you can do a halo cut, or just get a break below the bottom card and do a kind of a halo cut, an easy version of a halo cut, and do this. That's the first one. And here's the second cut. And it's kind of drunk and happy, like you're not even caring. And you can even mix them up and give it a cut. It doesn't matter because they see the card you're dealing. It's terrible, looks terrible, which is great. That's what you're aiming for. You're doing a halo cut, and here's your fourth one. How'd I do? And then you don't even have to look at all the cards. You could look away the whole time, and that's the point. How'd I do? Horrible. And you don't go off the bottom. That's horrible. You go off the top, and you get aces, thereby improving massively, in my opinion, the effect you would lose by Eddie Fechter, which is a great effect on its own, but I just had to play with it. Those are my ideas. And then Eddie Stop is a risky stop trick. If you have the balls of steel with stop effects, it just basically, let's imagine it's the Ace of Hearts. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your goal is, and I'm only doing this for demonstration purposes, for you to hit the 7th card, and it's about timing your phrasing so it seems like monotonous or forever, and say, okay, just tell me to stop whenever you like, and then they would say stop and then hit there. It's a trick only if you are ballsy or you know how to out yourself, so something to consider. And these are my reviews on Magic Eddie Fechter, this section. Thank you. And I just want to say thank you so much for everyone for just spending some time with me. As always, my goal is to provide quality content up to 5 videos a day, 150 videos per month, if you do the math. And further doing the math, reviewing up to, believe it or not, 600 tricks a month. I'm going to compete with Magic to Orthodoxy for this title, the King of Reviewing. I'm kidding. I love the guy. So, stay tuned and stay magical.